On the previous video, the part 2 of our Laravel and VUE tutorial. Last time, the previous video was the installing of VUE, which it started with the npm install. After installing the or the npm install, it has generated this one, as you can see here. Wait, here, as we set the configuration, the registry, and we typed in here npm install, and it loaded and generated that one. And then now we will type in npm run dev and press enter. We will wait for the npm run development, and after running the run dev development, just wait for a second. And then while running this npm development, let's go to our index.play.php, or the index file, and we will put here some HTML. So how we put this one up is just to you get an error with mix. Okay, we have an error, please run mix again. Okay, we have a mix error, npm, so we will write here npm update view loader, and we will click enter. We'll just wait a second, and then it is getting it. We are working on this one, because in most cases, if you will not put here a npm update view loader and npm I view loader, your npm run development will automatically get an error, this one. And it says here that npm install view loader 15.9.7 finished, please run mix again. So yeah, that's why we are doing this, and we are updating the view loader. After that, we will type in npm I view loader, press enter. We'll wait for a second. While waiting for that one, we will be putting here an example. So what is shown here in index.play.php is that we will put some index files. So first, we'll just wait na lang kailangan pumunta mag-link ani. So after that, we will type in npm run dev. So npm run development is working, and it's typically loading. Okay, the mix is working. It's just we will wait for the build loader to generate it successfully. Okay, so the build was successful. So in this case, we will go into here, and we will see as we can see here, when we go to our where is it located in our webpack mix, you can see here the SAS, and when we go here in our public, and we go to JS, we have here the app.js, When we go here in our resources, we click on JS and we click on components. Here we can see a sample component here, this example component, and we will try to run this one here by using this, but before that we need to link this one. We use this link and type in here this one, asset, and then css slash app.js. So app.css. So what's inside here? This one, .css, and then after that click save, and we will be putting some PHP codes here. We will put a div, and then ID will be the app, and then for example we will not put any div first. We will put some h1, we will put some, and then we'll put hello. When we run this one, browser, you can see hello in there. You will see the style. It is because we have a bootstrap in our application. So when we click console, okay, it generated nothing. So okay, so it has detected a slow network. So what are we gonna do here is to put in a div, and then an ID will be app. Then we will put the h1. So I delete the h1, and we will have the hello, and then we will have the which is this one, the example component. Copy this one and we'll put it in here. Then we will try to run this one, example component, and then right, so nothing happened. So we will put here the div, move this first, and then try to run it again. Okay, nothing happened here. So what we will put in here is that we will add some script, adding some script here, and then we will put up a source here, and we will put asset, and then JS app.js, and then try to save this one. After putting it, try to run this one. Okay, nothing is happening. Script source, and then we have the we're doing good, and then the div ID is the app example component, and then inside the div, so sorry, this one, Control X, paste this one. Okay, we see here the what is generated, an example component. So this is just an example component. So when we go here at getbootstrap.com, or like type the navbar, the getbootstrap.com, click this link, you can see here some navbar. So we will use this super basic navbar. So when we put up this one here in the like put the navbar here above the app navbar, and then it says it's a navbar, and we'll put here a dark with mp3. When we load this one, we can see here an example of a navbar. And okay, so we can see here an example component nga gikuha nato gikan diri, this one. And then the navbar that we get in from Bootstrap. So we have here the Bootstrap, and we linked it here. We use this one, css app.css, to get this one, what's inside the CSS. So on the next video we will talk more about adding some files here in the components, which we will be using it as our UI. We are gonna be using the view as our UI, and on the next video we will add some files here inside components. And that's all for today, and thank you. The next video, I will upload the next video later, the continuation, the fourth video about generating the UI inside the components.